One craftsperson drills 1,040 holes into a sheet of leather. Another paints a line only 3 millimeters wide along the body. Nearby, hundreds of wood pieces are fitted together until their seams nearly vanish. A normal car factory is built around speed, consistency, and cost. Rolls-Royce uses modern machinery too, yet it keeps certain jobs slow and manual on purpose. The starting price is already around $370,000. At the far end, reported coach-built commissions have approached $30 million. The car still has 4 wheels, seats, and the same basic job as any other vehicle. So where does the extra value come from? Engineering, materials, human labor, personal meaning, or the name on the hood? The answer begins before Rolls-Royce sold complete cars. Let's get into it right here on Secrets of Simple Things. The car came after the customer. In the company's early years, Rolls-Royce supplied the chassis and mechanical foundation. Wealthy buyers then hired independent coach builders to create the body and cabin around their needs, tastes, and social position. The machine came first. The finished car was commissioned around its owner. Models such as the Silver Ghost built a reputation for reliability, quiet running, and restrained performance. The company's history, however, was far from smooth. The wider Rolls-Royce business entered receivership in 1971, and the car division later struggled as sales fell and past prestige carried more weight than current momentum. BMW eventually launched the modern Rolls-Royce car company at Goodwood, combining contemporary production with the old coach-building idea. That idea now appears at 3 levels. A production model already costs several $100,000. Bespoke commissions alter its colors, materials, and details. Coach-built projects can reshape the body and proportions for a tiny number of clients. Personalization was not added later as a luxury package. It was part of how Rolls-Royce cars were ordered from the beginning. Still, history cannot make a heavy car feel graceful. That requires engineering. Luxury starts with what disappears. Inside a Rolls-Royce, comfort is created by removing signals that constantly remind passengers they are traveling inside a large machine. Road vibration is reduced before it reaches the floor and seats. Glass, insulation, and the cabin structure lower wind and tire noise. The suspension absorbs a rough surface, then settles the body quickly enough to avoid the delayed motion that can make a soft car feel clumsy. Power arrives with similar restraint. Whether it comes from a combustion engine or an electric motor, the response is shaped to feel progressive rather than abrupt. Small interactions receive the same attention. The seats support the body without creating obvious pressure points. Rear-hinged doors make the cabin easier to enter. An umbrella waits inside the door, turning sudden rain into a problem already solved. The result is subtle. Passengers simply stop noticing the things that normally make travel tiring. Engineering explains the ride, the silence, and the ease of use. It does not explain why the factory spends hours on a stripe that makes the car neither faster nor safer. For that, the production line has to slow down. Where 600 hours go. A Rolls-Royce passes through about 44 stations at Goodwood. In a high-volume factory, a task may take roughly a minute. Here, the average is closer to 32 minutes. More than 90 pairs of hands can touch one car during about 600 hours of labor. The Starlight Headliner shows what those hours look like. First, the stars are mapped onto a leather panel. Then 1,040 holes are drilled by hand. Fiber optic strands are threaded through them, one at a time. Their ends are cut in different ways, so some points glow more brightly than others. The unevenness is deliberate. Perfect uniformity would make the ceiling resemble a glowing board rather than a night sky. One headliner can take around 7.5 hours. The coachline is simpler to describe and easier to ruin. This 3mm stripe is painted by hand near the end of production. One side can take up to 3 hours. A small deviation may force the painter to begin again on a finished body panel. Machines could perform many of these tasks faster and more consistently. Rolls-Royce keeps the human step because the visible result is only part of what the buyer receives. The time, control, and risk of failure remain embedded in the finished object. Handwork is not always better. Here, its inefficiency becomes visible as luxury. Someone chose to spend hours where the industry would normally spend minutes. Yet, even 600 hours can be wasted on mediocre material. The cost of what gets rejected. Leather, wood, metal, and paint appear in many luxury cars. Rolls-Royce raises the cost through selection. Leather panels must match in color, texture, and surface quality. Areas that remain perfectly usable may be discarded because a mark would interrupt the visual continuity of the cabin. Wood veneer is judged by tone and grain direction. Pieces are arranged so patterns flow across doors, dashboards, and panels. After assembly, the surface is sanded, finished, inspected, and sometimes remade because of a mismatch that would never affect the car's function. A thin piece of wood carries little value on its own. The expense rises when hundreds of pieces need the right shade, direction, position, and alignment to form one image. Cost accumulates in rejected material, repeated inspection, and the tiny margin left for error. Many manufacturers can buy expensive materials. The harder part is maintaining one visual standard across every surface, then rejecting anything that breaks the illusion. Mass production controls variation. Rolls-Royce spends heavily to erase it. Even flawless materials, however, can still produce a car that belongs to no one in particular. When a memory becomes a material. Most car makers offer a menu. Rolls-Royce can begin with a request that is not on it. A customer may ask for a shade absent from the existing palette, then name it. The company already offers around 44,000 colors. But the more important promise is that the list can keep expanding. The Starlight Headliner can reproduce a real sky above a specific place and date. In the factory example, it reflected southern England on January 1, 2003. The same technique can turn a private moment into a permanent ceiling. Personal stories can also become embroidery, perforated leather, metal, mother of pearl, or wood marquetry. In one Spectre, a customer's dog named Bailey was recreated as a wooden portrait. Each piece of veneer carried part of the image, but the owner saw Bailey rather than a decorative pattern. Designers therefore study more than color preferences. Clothing, architecture, art, and meaningful places can all suggest a palette, pattern, or surface. Their job is to turn personality into something a factory can build. At the highest level, coach building changes the body itself. The buyer stops configuring a model and begins commissioning a new object. A bespoke car can be loud, restrained, sentimental, or strange. It succeeds when the person who ordered it recognizes themselves in it. This is where Rolls-Royce separates itself from a long options list. The company is not merely offering more choices, it is offering the possibility of a choice that did not exist before. A factory that chooses value over volume. Goodwood can complete up to 28 cars a day, or roughly 5,500 to 6,000 a year. That is small by automotive standards, and Rolls-Royce does not treat higher volume as the obvious goal. The company has announced a roughly $400 million expansion of the site. Its stated purpose is more room for bespoke commissions and special projects, rather than simply sending more cars down the line. That choice reveals the business model. A conventional factory earns more by making the same product faster. Rolls-Royce can earn more by allowing each product to become harder to repeat. One customer may request a new paint, another a portrait in wood, and a third a body shape requiring years of design work. Each request slows the process and raises the value of the individual car. In most manufacturing, complexity is removed. Here, it is sold. Low production also protects rarity. If the cars became common, their materials would not worsen, but the sense of access and social distance would weaken. The factory, then, is not simply producing vehicles. It is managing how unusual each one is allowed to become. The part of the price you cannot touch. Imagine one of these cars arriving outside a hotel. A stranger may recognize it before knowing anything about the person inside. That instant recognition is part of the purchase. Engineering can be tested, materials can be inspected, labor can be counted in hours. The badge works differently. Its value depends on memory, reputation, and the fact that other people know what it means. Buyers pay for specialist designers, low production, the right to commission, and a name repeated for more than a century in stories about wealth and status. That value is not physical. It exists because enough people agree that the name matters. This is why adding up the leather, wood, paint, and labor will never reproduce the number on the invoice. The physical car explains only part of the price. The rest comes from 4 layers. Function shapes what passengers feel. Craft records time. Bespoke work adds personal meaning. The brand makes that meaning visible to everyone else. Remove the badge or the human labor, and neither side carries the same weight alone. Whether the final price feels reasonable is subjective. What can be explained is how that price is built. A car with no ordinary details, a 3mm line, a ceiling pierced 1,040 times, wood joined until its seams disappear, a color, portrait, or night sky meaningful to one owner. None creates $1 million car alone. Engineering creates calm. Handwork records time. Bespoke design turns memory into material. The brand gives all of it a meaning that other people recognize. Most cars are designed first and then matched with buyers. Rolls-Royce begins with the buyer and builds outward. That is how the company sells far more than transportation. A Rolls-Royce is not expensive because one feature is extraordinary. It is expensive because almost no detail is allowed to remain ordinary. The next time you notice an ordinary detail, a painted line, a hidden mechanism, or a material chosen with unusual care, look closer. It may reveal an entire system built around it. Subscribe to Secrets of Simple Things for more stories hidden inside the objects we see every day.